We were told the White House ballroom was a vanity project until a shooter opened fire at one of the most secure events in Washington. Now it seems rather sensible to rethink a lot of the outrage. There's a reality that we're living in. The world is dangerous. The political climate is toxic. And the hostility toward President Trump is unlike anything I've seen in my lifetime. Unless you're living on another planet, you see it too. In the span of just 2 years, there have been 3 attempts made on the president's life. The latest one happening in a room packed with security. Suddenly, a controlled, credential-only ballroom doesn't sound so outrageous. It starts to sound practical, even if you ignore all the other reasons it makes sense. This isn't just about one room. It's about how we build safety in an era of unprecedented threats. It comes down to one word: layers. The White House has many more layers of security than perhaps any other place on the planet, and it's clear that today we need those layers. The political divide in this country isn't just driven by disagreements anymore. It's driven by deeply rooted hatred, the dangerous kind. 3 attempts on President Trump's life. Think about that. We are in uncharted territory. He's now one of the only presidents in modern history to face 3 assassination attempts. The last president to face multiple attempts was Gerald Ford, when 2 attempts were made just weeks apart in 1975. Do you think there might be a 4th one? Now that seems like a very strong possibility. Again, we're treading new ground here. As such, security is a major concern on a level we've never seen before. It almost begs that we actually need a ballroom, a super high secure place where the president can conduct certain business. That does come with a bit of sadness, though. This extra security and this heightened level of tension and animosity toward the president comes with a hidden cost most people are missing. Because these kinds of security concerns actually isolate the American people from their president. It forces the president to be isolated from the people. The reality is, it's becoming harder and harder to go out before the people. You know, the old shake hands and kiss the babies thing. That classic image of the accessible president is becoming a relic of the past. It's too dangerous. And we're losing something with that new reality. Over the past 30 years, the White House, what was once the center of our representative government, close to the people, is more and more being forced to become a fortress. We've raised the fences. We've closed off the stretch of Pennsylvania Avenue outside the White House. We're pushing our president farther and farther away from the people. And when we do that, it means when we shout, we have to shout much louder to be heard. It makes the president less able to see the real world outside his own windows. The ballroom, honestly, was never about Trump. It was never about vanity. It was about adding something special to the people's house that we could be proud to share with other world leaders. But it was also about adding an additional place for the president to do what he does, the work of the American people, and even making a safer space for other world leaders to do their business with us, because of that dangerous new world that we live in. The reality is that over time, that isolation might only grow. The ballroom gives us at least one more place to offer access to the president and to the people's house. It potentially provides the necessary added security to ensure we can have both a connection and safety. The shooting at the correspondent's dinner was a wake-up call. It showed that even at the most high-security events, the perimeter is vulnerable, and that sometimes when we argue over things like a major change to the White House, we need to broaden our views and consider more deeply why it matters. As I've said before, politics is dirty, but it's also become dangerous, and it's an aspect of the ballroom I think a lot of people missed. Having a ballroom inside the inner layer, inside the White House itself, isn't about looking pretty. It isn't about showing off. It isn't about permanently affixing your name to a wing. It's about ensuring that when our leaders meet, they can focus on the business of the people without a target on their backs. And well, when you attend a White House correspondent's dinner, you can enjoy it at the table, not under it.